Good morning, everyone. Good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is nikymus, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us. Give us a like, share the video with friends. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with me, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. So along my journey, there is more things I've continued to uncover, of course, as a chosen one. There is very many things I've continued to uncover. And one of the things I've uncovered lately was that as a chosen one, you have always been a blessing in people's lives. And there is very many people who have come across, you've come across in your journey, and those individuals, for some reason, they have always been blessed in one way or the other. So this could be, when I'm talking about blessings, of course, I may talk about those individuals who you may have found along your journey. Maybe they were unemployed. You could have found them struggling. You could have found them suffering with different kinds of sicknesses. So many things have been happening in the chosen one's journey. But whenever you came around, or somehow it got involved in those individuals' lives, all of a sudden, things changed and their life became better than it was before you met them. So there is one thing to understand with the chosen one. The chosen ones, they radiate a very beautiful energy. It was one of the conclusions that, it was one of the discoveries, the biggest discoveries I made as I continued my path. So the discoveries I made was that a chosen one radiates a very good energy. So if people have been involved in your life, if you have been involved with so many different kinds of individuals in your life, you have noticed those individuals, whenever you left them, those individuals all of a sudden, they were missing you, they missed you, they missed your presence, they missed your company and things like that. And a lot of people have been struggling to be a part of you and to continue with you along their journey, because a lot of individuals on a very subconscious level, they know that for some reason you've got some power within you and you've got a very beautiful energy within you. So chosen ones, the individuals, they're like walking balls of light, Chosen ones, they're like walking balls of light. So whenever you come into people's lives, you will find a lot of individuals, and especially when I'm talking about individuals, I'm talking about all kinds of individuals, because you guys already know, chosen ones along our journey, we meet usually very toxic individuals, but on the other hand, also we meet people with good intentions. You know what I mean? So if you've met a person with good intentions, those individuals, on a subconscious level, you have noticed, you knew one or two things that you could do with them to fix them. You knew probably they were struggling with a job. You knew exactly where they would find a job. You could have helped them fill up some papers. You could even just simply have been employed in a certain organization, and all of a sudden that organization, because of your presence, that organization, the sales increased, and those guys, they started earning a lot from their companies or from their businesses. I've given you guys an example recently of one corporation. This was some individual who had just bought a business, and then they chose me to participate in the management of that business. It was just taking off, and all of a sudden, when I came in there, in those first months, the business was making millions, guys. You can't believe. I was even involved in counting the money myself. So this used to be some kind of a band restaurant, but of course they were involved with so many different kinds of things. You know what I mean? They were making millions. I would just see millions each and every single day. Those guys were making a lot of money. And then all of a sudden, because eventually later on I would find out that actually those guys, the business was run by a narcissist. I would later on find out that that particular individual, my boss, was a narcissist. When I left that company, all of a sudden the business went down. The very moment I left the company, the business went down. They lost the sales, they lost customers, and eventually, before I knew it, They even had to sell off the business because there was nothing more going on there. So it is like the chosen ones. You guys have got something unique about you. Everywhere you go, you are continuously going to bless people. The only thing a person needs is just to come around you and just be in your presence. That's all a person needs. A person may just come and stay and hang around you and stay around your energy, or sometimes even for a couple of minutes, even sometimes it could be days. And those particular individuals, before you know it, their businesses will take off. They will find partners, they will be healed. So many things will happen when it comes to a chosen one. And a lot of this information has been hidden from the mainstream, So a lot of these things, what is happening spiritually, they're usually hidden from the mainstream. I don't know, for some reason, it's like people have got to be kept in the dark somehow, and they should not know exactly what is going on. You know what I mean? The most serious things in their lives, they don't really know what is going on. A lot of things are kept in the background, So I remember those days, there was a time I met somebody, a very toxic individual as well. I would later on learn that that particular individual was a very toxic individual. So that individual they had their own platform. They had a platform. So we started a meeting and everything, and then all of a sudden, because in those days, they had been running that platform for a very long time, for a couple of years, actually. We're talking about years. And there was no audience. There wasn't any audience on that platform, They used to do videos and this and that. They didn't have to be precise, this was on Facebook. They didn't have any platform. So me unknowingly, I got involved with that particular individual. You guys have usually heard me talking about the greater narcissist, And in a couple of weeks of me getting involved with that person, that particular individual, I can guarantee you the platform took off immediately. Immediately. Thousands and thousands, actually we're talking about tens of thousands of followers, So the chosen ones, the energy they carry is even one of the reasons why sometimes you will see a lot of people, they envy you, The chosen ones, because of your energy you carry, that good and sweet energy, a lot of people, they will start to envy you because of that. Sometimes they're even projecting envy to you subconsciously. They don't even know why. For some reason, they don't really like you. They want to be around you, but at the same time, they don't like you. They want to come around and entangle with you a little bit, confuse you a little bit, just be around you. But at the same time, when they come around you, inside of them, they do not like you. Because why? Most of the times, those guys who are coming around you, those individuals, on the subconscious level, it's like they really know who you are. But at the same time, they know you're a very beautiful being, and they don't understand what makes you that person that you are. You know what I mean? So it's like they are trying to figure out what makes you who you are. Because they know that you're different from them. They know the energy you carry is different from theirs, their own energy, So you guys have been hearing me many times. I've been talking about these guys of these narcissists, They come with you, they come and entangle with you. You start helping them, you find them jobs, you love them unconditionally, because chosen ones, we don't love with conditions. You will not go and date somebody because they're driving a big car, or they have a huge mansion or things like that. The chosen ones, they don't attach conditions when it comes to things like that, intimacy and all those kind of things. They just love people genuinely. It doesn't matter who they are. As long as they have got the right energy, the chosen ones will come in, because they know chosen ones, they are fixers. So anybody that comes into their presence, they know exactly what they need. In a few days or a few weeks, the chosen one will figure out exactly this particular individual. How do they need to help them? One or two things they need to fix them, because they will know straight away. If we are dealing with toxic individuals, they will know there is so much they can do to help them. But you see, the problem is with the chosen one who is unawakened, a lot of times they're just fixing people, toxic people, without even knowing it, that they're fixing toxic people, even those individuals who are even capable of destroying them. So it can get worse. It can get worse when you dealing with narcissists. These very, very serious ones. I'm talking about the greater ones, or even sometimes the spiritual ones. So those individuals, they will even perform. They will do specific things to steal your energy consciously. They will consciously steal your energy. They will know that they are stealing your energy. You know, they know they know the energy within you. They will entangle with you consciously to steal your energy because they know you have got the energy that they do not possess. So the thing what they'll do, they mirror you, they come into your life, and they start to they start to steal your energy. Before you know it, those narcissists, they will start glowing. You know, in a very short period of time, they will start glowing. All of a sudden, you guys can testify. You guys who have been with these guys, you can testify. You've met somebody who is rock bottom. You know, because chosen was, like I've said, we don't have conditions when it comes to meeting people. Sometimes we're just taking people without even knowing it, that those individuals, they do not mean well for us. You will meet people who are at rock bottom. The very moment you get into contact with them, you entangle with them, you mix with them, you keep them around your aura and your energy, those individuals, they're going to start benefiting from your energy. Because chosen ones, again, it all comes down to the energy hole. The chosen ones, they're on a very, very high vibration, you know. And the chosen ones have always been on a high vibration from the beginning. A lot of you guys didn't know this, but from the very start, you guys have always been on a very high vibration. And it is that vibration which carries a very good and sweet energy. That is the energy exactly that you're using, without you even knowing it, to bless many people around you. So that's why you see, when it comes to a chosen one who is awakened, so the chosen ones who are awakened, because they now know who they are, a lot of them, they are now conscious and aware of who they are. So what they have usually done is they have tried to stay away from particular individuals because they know exactly the difference between good and bad people, you know. A lot of them, what they do now, they start to protect their energy. They start to be very, very careful when it comes to their own energy. They are very, very careful. Who is coming in, they will start to scan all the individuals, you know. They're like spiritual scanners. They will be scanning the people around them. And for some reason, if they sense that particular individual, they have got a very bad energy around them, you will be surprised. Those individuals, the very first thing what the chosen ones will do, they will run away very far from them. Because they know anybody without good energy, they usually come in with very bad intentions. You will meet them, they will start straight away to steal from you. They will even sometimes, when, like I've said, if you're dealing with this kind of the spiritual narcissist, the spiritual narcissist would consciously steal my energy. Me, without knowing it, they would consciously steal my energy. They would know what they are doing. Whether it was during the sleep, whether it was during meditation, or these other kind of small things, they will consciously know they are stealing my energy, because the spiritual narcissist, they know who is a chosen one. They know. Those particular guys, they know. A person who comes around and starts to tell you how beautiful you are, you know, how special you are, and then on top of that, they are telling you, you don't even know it. What is the most important thing? You don't even know it. And you could ask them, what exactly do you mean by that? When you're talking about that, what exactly do you mean? And they will be like, I just know. They will be telling me, I just know. I just know. How do you know? I just know. Why do you think like that? Because I know. Only for me to find out later on, in a couple of months, that I'd always been dealing with a spiritual narcissist. A very serious one. Guys, if you have not met a spiritual narcissist, I don't pray that you meet one. If you have not seen those kind of individuals, I pray they never even come into your presence. You never even they never even cross your path. They are very, very dangerous when it comes to a chosen one. Those spiritual narcissists, chosen ones, let me tell you something. Spiritual narcissists, they know who is a chosen one. Because remember, those guys, they're awakened at some degree, but they have failed to ascend. You guys can go back to my video. I did a video before about spiritual narcissists. So normally they will awaken, but then they fail to ascend. You know what I mean? So they will stay stuck in that dimension, the fourth dimension. They never ascend to the 5D. So by the time you meet them, they will already know, especially if you're unawakened and you're still vibrating a little bit low, they will know who you are. The spiritual narcissists, they know who you are. When they come into that contact with you, and they already know you're a chosen one, there is something beautifully that you carry around with you, that beautiful aura. Those particular guys, they will go to work straight away, immediately. They will go to work. They will confuse you. They will gaslight you. They will steal from you. Not only are they stealing from you physically, the things you can see, but they're also stealing from you physically. They are sapping the energy out of you consciously. That is what makes them extremely dangerous. Because they are sapping your energy consciously. So they are aware that they are stealing your energy. So when it comes to chosen ones, you have got to understand the power you hold. You have got a lot of power, you guys. You guys have got a lot of power within you. You shine beautifully bright. And that energy of yours, that energy that you're carrying with you, it is that energy what is attracting a lot of these guys, you know. It will attract a lot of people who need healing. You're going to see a lot of people, they will come around, they are suffering with different kinds of things, sicknesses and things like that, and they don't know what to do with themselves. And then somewhere, somehow, the universe is going to align them with you. They will come to you. You're going to start helping them. You're going to start healing them, solving one or two things about their lives, giving them one or two solutions about their own personal lives and the direction they need to go. You will start blessing people, chosen ones. Your energy is at a high. So a chosen one is on a very high vibration. And especially when you're talking about a chosen one who has come to that knowledge of self, that chosen one is vibrating extremely high. A chosen one who is not yet aware, of course, who is not awakened or something, yes, they are vibrating high. They do not know. They are still vibrating high. But a chosen one who has come to that knowledge of self, because remember, a chosen one who is awakened, they start to shine double than they used to shine before. You know what I mean? So their light bulbs is like they turn on. Their light bulbs, they turn on. They turn on. And all of a sudden, they shine double than they used to do. And believe me, if you have met a chosen one who is awakened, and that individual, they know who they are. They have come to that knowledge of self. Those are the guys that are going to bless you in a way that you've never seen before. I've given you guys examples of guys who have been meeting along my journey. I know some guys, a couple who won the jackpot, you know. A kid who was struggling with some illness, the very moment I just touched their forehead, they just all of a sudden get better and they heal straight away, immediately, you know. So you guys, when you're talking about the chosen ones, in the Bible, we used to see those stories of Jesus, you know, when Jesus was going around preaching and everything, you know, there used to be a lot of people used to congregate around him. He used to preach to thousands. You guys have been reading the Bible scholars, you know these stories of Jesus. Sometimes all people needed was just to touch his cloth. Do you know the reason why people were running around just to touch the cloth the robe, the cloth he was wearing? They only knew that they just need to touch his cloth and they're going to be healed from whatever it is they were suffering from. Or sometimes to be in their presence to teach them, because you guys know he was a teacher as well. So he used to be around there teaching, you know, he was teaching and preaching, you know. And a lot of people were learning from them. And guess the kind of people who are learning from them, those are the guys who were sometimes even double his age, you know. So a chosen one who is aware, the most important thing is for you to know that you will usually attract a lot of people. Many of them, they are going to gravitate towards you. They will not know how they found you. They will not know what happened. You know, I've met so many people in my life and they don't even know how we ended up together or how they met me, how things happened. But for some reason, they just gravitate towards your direction. The universe will make these kind of maneuvers for you because there's some of the people around this universe. Because remember, we are living in a very corrupt universe and a very wicked world. So a lot of people in this world we're living in now, they need help. They need healing. They need deliverance. They need guidance. They need wisdom. They need knowledge. And as a chosen one, you have it all. That's the reason why you see a lot of those guys, they're coming to you, because they know somewhere, somehow there's going to be a lot of things happening in their lives, you know, in their own personal lives, and you're going to bless them in one way or the other. You guys can testify. I've been talking to a lot of guys, clients and subscribers recently. They have seen these things happening. A lot of people have been blessed just by being around them. That is because you are a chosen one, and the power that you hold within you is a divine power. So you have got a very, very massive anointing on your life, and that anointing has been given to you by God to come around, because that's the chosen one. That's the journey. That's our journey, and that's our role, and that is exactly our purpose: to heal, to teach, to educate, to bless. Anything that happens with the chosen one is all about good energy, and everything you do is meant to be a blessing. That's why all these things are happening to you. You're seeing a lot of people benefiting from your aura and from your energy, But of course, I don't say that you're going to keep on allowing everybody in your life. You're not going to keep on just allowing everybody because you know that you're chosen one. Of course, not everybody is going to come in with good intentions. There will always be people who will come in. Like again, there will always be people who will come in who know that they know who you are, and they're just coming in to steal from you and to destroy you. Even sometimes you'll find that some guys who will come in usually to destroy you. So you need to be cautious as well about the people you decide to let into your life. If you feel something, your intuition tells you, because you guys already know that chosen ones, they're highly intuitive. A person comes into your life, you need to know their intentions. You can always read them, scan them, use your spiritual glasses to scan them, know what is their intentions, and then you will know if you want to let them in or not. But as long as somebody has got good intentions, it doesn't matter who they look like, what they look like, who they are. But as long as you feel that somebody has got good intentions, let them in, because they are coming in for a reason. There's one or two things they need, So let me know what you think about this in the video in the section below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if you have been a blessing in people's lives, and how many times have people come into your life and you have changed their lives in a very magnificent way. Until then, guys, we'll be back in touch in my next one. Much love and blessings. I always love and appreciate your support. Of course, book a session, donate and support to this cause, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye now.